A little bit more work out of the Omnivore here. Some stuff to throw into that review. This is with the Beretta Elite LTT. God, this gun's easy to shoot. Might want to count what I got first. Alright guys, what is happening? Today I wanted to do my final, an actual review of this Omnivore, Blackhawk Omnivore holster. I've had it for a couple months, I put it through the ringer, I use it all the time now. It's probably one of the most high value things that you can pick up. If you're like me and you shoot lots of guns and you have, it's been helpful for me. One, it's a spare holster that I can give to just about anybody because it'll work on any gun. All we gotta do is slap a light on it. And two, if I'm gonna shoot my Beretta a little bit, and then I'm gonna shoot my Glocks a little bit, and then I might play with somebody else's gun for a little bit, test somebody else's gun out. I have an X300A here. All I do is bring this to the range with me. Usually it lives on my 34. And I got a little hack here so you can make it work really well and tight with a reel pick rail or a Glock rail, Gen 5s. You got to make sure it fits tight, okay? And what I do there is I put a little piece of Velcro tape on the back of the X300 right here. So that makes it so it's got a little buffer right there. And when you push it onto the gun, different guns have different fit, and I like the light to be on there really nice and snug. So when you push it on, you have to click it into place. That way it'll fit a bunch of guns with the Glock insert, and you don't have to put the actual 1913 rail insert into the light itself. X3 or the TLR1, it screws on anyway, so for general purpose, you can just kind of swap it back and forth. You're going to be fine. Or an X300B, probably be fine, just running the thing. Now if you're going to use it for home defense or whatever, I recommend having the right rail spacer in the light, which they include them. So the use and everything about the holster has been all good. Safety aspects of it, it fits the guns really nicely. All these guns have been checked. Okay, so I got to push it on to get that click. It fits all the guns, covers the trigger guard enough that it's completely serviceable, okay? Pretty awesome. They give you 3 different thumb sizes. I put the highest thumb button on there that they gave you because my grip, when I come down, I want to snatch that gun out of there and just barely have to hit that button. And I like these holsters for training people because it makes them, you cannot just kind of grab the pistol or you won't get it to unlock. You have to come down and snatch the pistol and really grab that button and pow, kind of boom. So it gives you a better idea of how to pluck a pistol out of a holster as a beginner. See how, if you just pull on it, it won't come out. Okay, and if you come down and hit the button and pull at the same time, kind of, it won't really come out. So you got to get good at snatching that thing out of there really quickly and getting a positive grip. That's why I like the big button. Speed wise, you guys have seen me do a million draws, 75, 100, something like that. I can go a little bit faster out of a non-retention holster where I don't have to hit the button at all because I can kind of scoop the gun out a little bit more, but it's negligible. The great part about the holster is you can simply, I got all these different guns here, a 1911, a Smith & Wesson Performance Center 40, one of the older model 40s. Pretty cool. Gonna test it out a little bit today. Got a Sig 1911, old worn out 1911, Glock 34, Glock 19X thing, and the Beretta Elite LTT. So pretty awesome to be able to literally just walk over to any of these guns, go like this, put this gun on, and start blasting it. Don't have to change holsters, don't have to change my belt setup, anything. Really pretty sweet, to tell you the truth. The retention on it, pretty solid. Now, I was worried about this button being a little bit flimsy at first, and with me coming down on it violently and really smacking it, or I was just worried that I would bend it or break a mechanism or something, but I've been smashing it and trying to, you know, it's $40, so it's worth me really beating on it a little bit to tell you guys. I've slapped it off of barrels and benches and stuff like that. The only thing that if Blackhawk wanted to, if they wanted to up their game on this holster particularly, I would tell them to offer more mounting hardware. Okay, the only thing that really sucks about it is they give you kind of this paddle thing, and then they give you just a regular belt loop thing, which I got on there now. And it's serviceable, and it's especially serviceable for a $40 holster. But it'd be nice if you could get maybe some little spacers to offset it off your body a half an inch or 3/8 of an inch or something. It'd be nice to be able to lower it a little bit, which I've actually done some rig job work myself and lowered this one down just a hair to make it a little bit more natural instead of sitting up so high. And then one of the really cool things about this holster that a lot of people they're not really marketing it for this reason, is that when you stick your X300 on here and you got a real nice pistol, maybe a high-end 1911 or something like this thing. Now, I don't care about finish wear, but a lot of people really do. So you can use this thing, and you could draw 10,000 times and never, incoming, never have, lost a rock. You could draw a million times and not have any finish wear on your pistol. So pretty freaking awesome. You know, guys really get into that, especially guys, you know, 1911 guys or guys that are rocking high-end pistols. They really care about that shit. Yeah, and the only thing that I find wanting a little bit is just the mounting hardware. I think some options would be cool if they would include just a few more parts and pieces there so you could configure it to your setup. Now, I wouldn't recommend this for cops or anything. It doesn't really shroud the gun. It doesn't protect stuff like the like Safariland holsters. It's not a Safariland holster. It's not a duty holster. It's a guys like us running around doing work at the range stuff and being able to use it as for what it is, which is a universal holster. For all intents and purposes, it works just fine. It's gonna hold up and do your thing. I've been beating on it for a couple months now, pretty hard. So the fact that it's universal and you can run all this different shit so easily, and it actually works really well, speed wise, durability wise, retention wise, it works, all those things. And then that you don't get any wear on your pistol, kind of a cool little extra. And then, you know, TLR1, $100, X300, 150, 170, whatever you can find them for. Pretty cool. And then, yeah, I like to use cheap gear, you know, well, high value gear, let's put it that way. I like to use stuff that everyone else is going to be using. I don't really like to come out here and do videos with battle belts on and $300 worth of shit around my waist, or a full-on race rig that's $300 worth of holster, mounting brackets, individual nice mag pouches. You know, everything you see me doing is out of a cheap holster and a cheap little double mag pouch. You know, if I can do 1 second reloads out of a double mag pouch that you buy at the gun shop for 20 bucks, I can do them out of anything. So that's why I wear that kind of stuff when I'm out here or when I'm teaching, because then if I show up with $300 worth of gear on to teach a beginner, it's kind of like, we're going to be on the same playing field, and I'll show you what's possible with the actual stuff that you're going to go out and buy until you start to learn and can make better purchasing decisions in the future. So that's about it. Pretty simple stuff here. The Omnivore is definitely a thumbs up, definitely a pretty awesome rig.